In this world, there is real evil in the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. Owen Johnsonman and Rick Lund were excited to get back into the college life after a long winter break. However, this would be their first time living in an apartment by themselves, and things would go terribly wrong. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are open, nightmares become reality. Semple, Minnesota, once considered the greatest town of all time. It is a quiet, peaceful town, low crime and high morals. Everyone gets along and everyone is happy. However, the supernatural don't follow the rules of the town. The year is 2004. Rick Lund and Owen Johnsonman, college students at Reginald Hutchinson's University, recently rented out an apartment for the upcoming spring semester. Little did they know, midterms would be the least of their worries. Rick decides to take a break from the rigorous moving task and use the restroom.
I gotta take a shit.
While I was sitting there, it felt like someone was watching me. It felt like a presence was there. I was just taking a poop, minding my own business, and it was just the strangest feeling. I don't know why.
Rick and Owen thought that this little apartment would be perfect for them, mainly because it was cheap and close to campus.
The place seemed perfect. Good location, cheap rent, recently fixed up inside and out. However, when we asked the landlord if there would be any ghouls or specters in the place, he just stared at us and he took the leases and left. We didn't really think anything of it at the time.
The next day, classes start for Owen and Rick. Owen had had to urinate for most of the day, but because of his fear of peeing in public, he held it until he got home.
When I walked into the bathroom, I instantly noticed that it smelled awful in there. I just assumed that Rick dropped one before I got home and forgot to turn on the fan or use air freshener. So I went in and plugged my nose and just did what I had to do.
You know I put Febreze in there for a reason.
What are you talking about?
Took a dump in there. It smells terrible.
I haven't used that bathroom since last night.
Neither of us had poop since the night before. Bowen said it smelled like someone just left a fresh one in there. He told me to go check it out myself and investigate it. I got in there, it smelled fine. It didn't smell like poop at all.
Rick convinces Owen that he had a long first day of classes and he was probably just imagining it. The rest of the week goes by without any strange happenings around the apartment. The next Saturday, Owen is gone, spending the night at his girlfriend's house, most likely having sexual intercourse. Rick just has a quiet night to himself at home watching television. He realizes the time and decides to go to bed. Suddenly, grunting and fart noises start emanating from the bathroom.
bathroom, I could already smell something awful. I got there, I turned the lights on, the noises stopped, and that presence was gone. There's nothing inside. Nothing.
Rick goes to bed, unsure of what he just experienced.
Hey, you're not gonna believe what I heard and smelled last night.
The next morning, Owen returns from his girlfriend's house, and Rick quickly tells him about last night.
Rick told me the story of the fart noises and grunts he heard. He also told me that he thinks he smelled the same smell that I had smelled earlier in the week.
The two decide to call the local florist/ghost herder, Gwendolyn Whitewolf, to assess the situation.
I instantly felt a presence as I entered the apartment. And as I grew closer to the bathroom, the presence grew very strong. There was definitely something here, and we needed to talk to it.